Hey everybody, it's ring day. Don't go away. Hey gang, it's Paul from Fat Guy Productions coming to you as always from beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. And today it is ring day. I feel really bad. I put out a bunch of videos and I've been neglecting my ring folks. So we're going to do a ring today. And I wanted to take you with me on this one because this is kind of a special ring. It's not a normal ring, okay? This is going to be something different. I wanted you to see me do this, okay? What we're doing today is we're going to do a coin ring out of a 1921 Morgan silver dollar. What's so unusual about that, you might say? Well, I'll tell you what's unusual. It's a size 6. Oh, baby, that is small for a Morgan, let me tell you. But I'm going to employ some tricks and tips to try to make this as nice a ring as possible for the size that it's going to be. Now, just so you kind of have an idea, why is it such a problem to be a size 6? It's a lot of metal, okay? That metal has to go somewhere. So when we if we have this much metal and we want to make it down to this, that metal is still somewhere. Where does it go? It goes this way, okay? So what happens is when you start to try and make this ring down to a 6, the ring becomes taller and thicker and just really becomes an issue. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do a lot of stuff to it to try to make it the right size and as comfortable as possible. So let's get to it. Okay, so today we're going to do the impossible and we're going to make a size 6 Morgan silver dollar coin ring. All right, to do it, I'm going to begin by picking a nice donor coin. I couldn't tell you exactly why I do it this way, but this is just how I do it. I anneal first. So I'll go over to my annealing area and I'll put a Sharpie mark on the coin. The Sharpie mark will help me determine when to stop heating the coin. If I go too far, I'm going to get reticulation and ruin the coin. So I put the Sharpie mark on the coin and start to heat it. Once the Sharpie mark starts to disappear, I'll stop heating. The coin will be annealed and I won't have ruined it. And before anybody gives me a comment about quenching the coin and hardening the metal, that is for steel. It doesn't apply to silver. Okay, it's perfectly fine to quench the coin. Okay, so making a size 6 is pretty standard. We're going to do all the standard stuff with a few exceptions, and here is one of them. You have to put a massive hole inside of this coin. Not only am I using the biggest punch I have at 3/4 of an inch, in my opinion, it's the biggest punch you can use. Anything bigger than this, and you're going to start to lose too much detail from the coin. And you've seen me use Jason's Works punch before. I'll put in my spacer, put in my coin, seal everything up, put a little Pepe lube on the punch itself, and then drop it into the housing.
No, you're not seeing double. You are seeing two bottle jacks there. Believe it or not, my bottle jack died. I tried everything to fix it. It wouldn't, so I had to replace it. Anyhow, I'll put the punch housing into the press, put it under a little pressure, and then punch a hole. All right, let's go ahead and see how we did here. We'll dump out the spacer. For some reason, the punch out is sticking into the punch, so we'll have to pop that out. Look at it, it's the size of a dime. It's insane. All right, get all this stuff out of my way, and then we can get the coin off the punch itself. All right, now that the coin is off the punch, we can inspect it, make sure it looks the way it should, and I think it's looking fantastic. So I think we can move ahead. Now I always deburr right here. I've got the perfect opportunity to do it, so I go ahead and run the deburring tool around the hole I just punched. I'm not fanatical about saving the shavings and filings for my coins, but they are silver, and when using the deburring tool on a Morgan, you drop off a lot of silver. So I catch all of the filings and put them in a jar, and I'll recycle them later. Alright, now it's back over to the press. I'll use a Jason's Works die and a Jason's Works stainless folding cone. And I've got my coin. I'll make sure I put the correct side down. So, in other words, the side I want showing is going face down into the die. Then I'll drop the stainless steel starting cone inside, take it up to the press, and make the first fold. I don't know, there's just always something kind of amazing about this process to me. Alright, with the initial fold done, I'll put away the stainless steel cone because I won't be using that anymore. And I'll inspect my coin. And if everything is looking the way I want it to, I'll break out my files, and now I'll file the edges. Alright, now that I've filed both the inside and outside of the cut edge, I'm going to go ahead and give the coin its second annealing, not forgetting to put the Sharpie mark on. Okay, now I'm going to go through my collection of Delrin cones that I got from Neil Pippett, and I'm going to find the one that's going to fit the best in this coin. And it is going to be a monster because of the size of the hole I have in this coin. I can't stress enough how important it is to have the coin level inside the die and the folding cone level inside the coin. If you screw this up or if you rush this part, you're going to get a lopsided, wonky coin and you're going to have to fight to fix it. So take your time, make sure everything is level, do it right, and you'll have great success. Okay, that fold came out great, so it's time to file some more, and then, yes, another annealing. So, how often should you anneal? Well, as much as you think you should anneal, double or triple that. But seriously, if you think you're annealing enough, you probably aren't. If you don't anneal enough, you are going to split your coin. So, when in doubt, anneal. Okay, so I think this is going to be the last fold. I'm using the largest cone I have from Neil Pippett. I've got it in the Jason's Works die. I have a base plate in my press, so I have room for the folding cone to pop out the bottom, because I think we're going to bottom out. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the side walls of the coin to actually touch the folding cone. Okay, and I think that's about going to do it. And if you look here, this is what I'm talking about. See how the side of the coin is all the way up against the folding cone? That's what I'm looking for. Alright, so here's where the magic of a size 6 Morgan is going to happen in Swedish wrap. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this ring through my larger Swedish wrap die and all the way out the bottom. Once we've gotten it through there, I'll measure it and figure out what I need to do next. But for now, I'm going to Swedish wrap all the way through. Here you can see me wrapping my coin with the Blue Monster PTFE tape. You can get it on Amazon. I'm going to put a link below. I really do swear by this stuff. Okay, remember when I talked about folding and how important it was to have everything level and lined up properly? Well, the same goes here. If you try and cheat and use the wrong size pusher, if you don't take enough time and don't line everything up right, you are going to push your coin through crooked, and you're going to ruin the coin and you're going to ruin the pusher. Trust me, it just happened to me, and I've made a lot of coins. So take your time, line everything up right, and don't cheat. Use the right size pusher. Here I'm using Deburring pushers from Neil Pippett. These things are great. One of the things I love about the Blue Monster tape is that under the pressure of the Swedish wrap, it almost plasticizes. It's really great at protecting the detail of your ring. As you can see here, I'm at about a 16. I'm only like 10 sizes away from where I need to get. I've got a lot of work to do. I'm not showing you every time I anneal because, to be perfectly honest, it would get boring. But trust me, I'm annealing way more than you're seeing. And just because I'm reducing doesn't mean it's less important. Here we can see that as the ring is getting smaller, it's also starting to take great shape. That's looking like a really great ring. Of course, it's way too big right now. It's super giant. Yep, another pass through the Swedish wrap die. Getting it down to a size 6 is not going to be a quick process. Just take your time, do things the right way, don't rush yourself, and it'll all be fine. I love this part of Swedish wrap. Watching the coin pop out the bottom is sort of like giving birth to a coin ring. Look at it, here it comes. It's crowning, and oh, there it is. A brand new baby ring. No, we are absolutely not done Swedish wrapping, I'm sorry to say. We just got through the large die, okay? This is still way, way too big. Okay, it's time to break out the infrequently used small Swedish wrap die. Got everything set up. I'll run over and I'll anneal the coin, and we'll start shoving it through the small die. Now, as small as a size 6 is, it might be easy to think I just need to go all the way through this die, but I've never gone all the way through the die. I don't think I'm going to need to here. The point is, I'm going to inch up on it. So every time I push this down into the die, when I take it back out and unwrap it, I'm going to measure it again. Remember, even though this is a small ring, I still want to be about 2 to 3 sizes above the target size. Can you see how the PTFE tape has gotten dark blue? That's what I meant about how it like plasticizes. It becomes almost like one solid, thick, plasticky kind of piece. It actually becomes kind of hard to get it off the ring, but boy, it sure does protect it. Okay, I am pleasantly surprised to find that I am just about where I need to be in the size. And all I really need to do at this point is go ahead and kind of put a little bit of a bulge into this ring. Now there's not going to be a lot of room to do a lot of that, but I can give it just a little bit in the realm of style points by putting a little bit of a bulge in it. Here I have my reduction die, and I've got the ring in reed side down. I always just work the reed side first, then I kind of tweak the cut side. So right now I think we can probably go all the way, and you can see this is a 6-ton press, and it's having its hands full to push this ring down. After reducing it, I actually am just a hair too small. But because as thick as this ring is, here's the next trick. You're going to have to take your deburring tool and carve out a lot of material from the reeded side of the ring. And if you just stick your finger in the hole, you're going to be able to feel that it's kind of uncomfortable and it's got like this rim in there. I need to carve all of that away. So we're going to do a lot of work with the deburring tool and carve away a lot of metal. Then we'll take the files to it, and then we'll fine-tune the size. But right here, when we're really, really close to the size, this is where you're going to want to do this and get rid of all this extra silver. Okay, with the deburring tool, I've thinned out the reeded side of the coin, and now I'm going to take and put the cut side down in the reduction die, and I'm going to put a little bit of a bow into that, so that the ring will be fairly symmetrical, and now I can go ahead and take it out and tweak it and get to my final size. I'm really close here. I'm a little small. And I still feel a little bit of a ridge. So I'm going to take a file and I'm going to go ahead and file some of that away. That'll change the size slightly and also make the ring more comfortable. Then we'll check it again and figure out what we need to do next. Oh. Okay, I am super close. I'm going to put this on the ring stretcher and I'm going to move it less than a quarter of a size, and we're going to call this done. All I'll need to do is polish it up and ship it to my customer. And that is looking like about right. And there you have it, the impossible ring. A size 6 Morgan silver dollar coin ring. It's just a matter of knowing what you're doing, taking your time, and inching up on your target. Nice and shiny and ready to be shipped off.
All right, there you have it. A size 6 Morgan silver dollar coin ring. It is possible, and using the right techniques, you can actually make it pretty nice. Okay, like always, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, click subscribe, ask any questions that you may have, or make any comments. I really do read all of your comments, and I try to answer everybody if I can. This is Paul from Fat Guy Productions. I'm getting out of here. Have an amazing day, and until next time, be good.